Hello, welcome back to my channel, Grace Creates, and today I am starting a special series called Throwback Thursday, where every week I will show you all of my drawing pads starting from 2008 to 2024, so that's about 15 or is it 16 years of art. Very excited to show you guys. I just thought that it would be so cool to show you my growth and show you the cool and funny and sometimes cringy things I drew from the age of 14 onwards. So let's get into it. So as you can see, this is my first drawing book that says ICT Funny. So my very first drawing pad, well, not my very first, this drawing pad, the paper kind of fell out, so I had to put it in this file book. So there we go. So I remember these pictures. So this was from a drawing book called, was it Fancy Things to Draw? And it had like 6 books in one, and here I was drawing just baby animals from it. I don't remember where the pelican was from though. Yeah, that was pretty fun. I love those kind of drawing books. They're really fun. Had lots of ideas. So you'll find a few of those in this drawing pad and in my other drawing pads. So yeah, let's continue. Oh, and I also liked how it kind of taught me the basics of shading as well. So yeah. Oh, sorry guys, I totally forgot that this was double-sided. This is another drawing from a different drawing book. So this was, gosh, I can't even remember now. Awesome things to draw, and this came from How to Draw Cars. I've been interested in drawing cars for a while. I even used to draw like motorbikes in intermediate when I was 13. Got really into that. But I really liked this book as well, getting to draw cars. I'm into my sports cars, so yeah, this was before I started signing my work, so I just used to do this kind of thing, just the name of it. So yeah, another one from the Fancy Things to Draw. Yeah, pretty simple shading there. Again, so this is from the, again, Fancy Things to Draw, and they had a section of horses, which I was absolutely obsessed with at the time. Absolutely loved drawing horses. You'll see later that my development in drawing horses really grows. So yeah, this was one of the drawings. I actually adjusted it a bit. There was supposed to be a person on the horse, but I didn't draw it this time. Yeah, Andalusians are actually my favourite breed of horse, so but I remember finding this one quite challenging. Yeah, and there's another one, same book. Again, I didn't draw the person. I remember this drawing. This was quite hard actually, so I left the person off. Just wanted to draw the horse. And yet another one with Clydesdale, another one of my favourite breeds. that was quite tricky. Drawing the carriage and stuff. I wouldn't be able to do that on such a small scale now. Like, I'd need like a full A3 piece of paper. And harness racing. See, I told you I was obsessed with horses and this drawing book, so and that was quite challenging as well, trying to draw this part. I really struggled with drawing things like bikes, like bicycles. So yeah, that was quite hard. And the person's face is a bit messed up, but you know, gotta start somewhere. Oh my gosh, more. Palomino, I think. Yeah, I was just obsessed with drawing horses at this time. I really like this picture. Drawing the Palomino. I thought it was a really cool drawing. So this was not my first time drawing it. So, and we've got the chariots. So that's pretty nice. That one's actually not too bad. Over on to the next page. I remember I had to draw this one a couple of times. I have drawn this again in another drawing pad couple years after, which I can show later. But yeah, I was really happy with this drawing because I found it quite hard. It seems super basic, but it's really not. I found drawing horses, like their face, quite challenging, especially like when it's like facing forwards. When it's on the side, it's fine, but facing forwards, it's very challenging. So yeah, so drawing this was quite hard. And oh yeah, so normally I don't draw backgrounds. Even back then, I think I'm a little bit better now, kinda, not so much. But especially back then, these drawings were kind of like probably my first experience drawing backgrounds, because usually I just draw the horse and forget everything else. But in the drawing book, obviously it had a simple little background, so I did that. So it was a nice introduction, because they were obviously, as you can see, it's really simple, and it's great for artists at that age. Just get an introduction into shading and drawing things. So yeah, I quite like that background. And then I love this picture so much that I drew it again myself, kind of with my own art style. So yeah, I drew a group of horses that time and did a little bit of a background. So that was really cool. I love Mustangs as well. In New Zealand, we have the Kaimanawa horses. They are beautiful horses. And I love them. I've never seen one in real life, but that would be quite fun to see one day. So yeah, Mustang herd, in my own art style. So this is actually the first picture you're seeing in my very own art style. It's actually not bad for my age. It's pretty good on the faces and body wise. So yeah. So on to the next one. Yes. So funny story about this. So about this picture actually. So I had actually fractured my arm, my drawing arm at the time. So this was the first picture I'd drawn in about 1 or 2 weeks or something, and it was driving me nuts, like not being able to draw. So one day I was just like, oh, stuff it. So I drew this with a broken arm. So and it's not too bad. The colouring definitely didn't have the colouring skills that I do now, obviously, but again, you got to start somewhere. And yes, it is another horse, but like I said, at the time I was absolutely obsessed, and this movie was my favourite movie at the time. Such a great movie. I am thinking about drawing. I think it would be cool to draw this picture again, just to see the development. Definitely would be wildly different. And you can probably see from this picture, but my confidence and skills in drawing animals was a lot better than drawing people. So I actually wasn't able to draw a human face until I was about 10 years old. Before that, I was drawing dog heads on people bodies. So by this time, I'd had maybe only 4 years of drawing skills and drawing the face. So it's still very basic, still learning the skills. And gosh, especially drawing people on a horse, I was saying, like I said before, it was really tricky. Even to this day, I find it really hard to draw a person on a horse, because it's about the proportion. And I mean, obviously I'm a lot better now, but it's really a challenging picture for me to draw. So, but yeah, drew this with a broken arm, so it's not too bad. What a throwback. And so sometimes I like to draw kind of random cartoons. So I was just kind of playing around here. So yeah, that's again this is my own art style. Didn't know how to draw creases in clothes yet, but I drew a lot of boys as well. I also I really didn't know how to draw girls until I was 16, so in 2011. So a lot of my girls around this time, they looked like boys. It's very annoying. I'm very glad to not have that issue anymore. So this is my cat Tigger. God rest his soul. He passed away back in 2014. Quite tragically, but so I just drew him. He actually had stripes. He was a ginger kitty. Very sweet cat. Gosh, I feel so bad with the poor stuff I put him through, throwing him around like a rag doll. But yeah, I do miss him. So yeah, I don't know why. Sometimes I just kind of drew pictures like this, but didn't really finish them. But I think that's a really nice base for a drawing. Yeah, Tigger, I miss him. And back to the horses. Again, this is my own style. So nothing much to say there. I definitely got the basics, the shading here a little bit. So yeah, and no person, as you can see. It's just the horse, you know. And oh my gosh, so how do I explain this? So I started being a fan of the Lego Bionicles. Yes, what a throwback. Gen Z was probably going like, what are you talking about? But yeah, so Lego Bionicles were really popular around 2008. So and I had a very good collection of them. I still do today. If you want, I could do a video where I show my Bionicles just for an absolute throwback. Goodness me. Anyway, so and obviously as kids do, like to play with my toys and play with my Bionicles, and I had this whole like it was just kind of like a fantasy story kind of thing. And so with each of my well, with the Rakshi in particular, they were my favourite, and so they were the main characters in my little toy game. And so with each of them I came up with different powers, different personalities, and this is me drawing them. So the Black Rakshi was my favourite. And yeah, I came up with an age, an ability, likes, dislikes, colour for some reason, and favourite place. Shadow is a toy horse I had. So yeah, this is so cringy. Actually, I was really hesitating showing this drawing pad in particular because of these drawings. I was like, oh gosh, I'm so cringy, but I thought I decided, you know, what the heck, you know, be nice to kind of look back at what I drew, where I started, kind of thing. So yeah, and yeah, that's another Bionicle. Just gonna again name, age, power, likes, dislikes. I stopped playing with my toys in 2011, by the way. No, 2010, when I was 16. So yeah, put them away for good. But yeah, I found them quite hard to draw, to be honest. Obviously because of the technical Lego pieces, but I did my best. Green guy, blue guy, and the brown Rakshi. So that's that. Back to the horses. I quite liked drawing knights as well, so I drew this picture. Actually, I think this picture was from a drawing book at high school. I think I just added to it, I think. Can't remember. Coloured it in a little bit. I wasn't really into colouring when I was younger. Like I said before, I'd often leave pictures just blank because most of the time I couldn't be bothered colouring them in. But on the odd occasion I did decide to colour the picture. Sometimes it was due to my my low confidence, like so when I've drawn up a picture, I kind of wait a bit before actually colouring it in because I'm always worried about ruining the picture. So that insecurity is still around to this day. So yeah, but yeah, so 4 horses. Another random picture of a horse in my own style. As you can see, really struggled, and the perspective's a bit funny, and the horse's neck, but what are you going to do, eh? I was 14. And oh, this is really out of the box for me. I think this is like the only time I've ever drawn a boat, but this was from the same drawing book as the knights, so, and I kind of liked it, kind of liked the picture, so I thought I'd give it a go. It's not finished, and it will never be finished, so, but yeah, my one and only time drawing a button, and here it is. Moving on. Oh yes, did like drawing dogs on the odd occasion. I quite like golden Labradors. They were my favourite breed. So yeah, again in my own style. So yeah. Yeah, one of my little cartoon drawings. I remember drawing that actually. It's quite a cute little character. More horses, yay! Probably getting sick of seeing these. I remember drawing that at the time and thinking, oh man, that's so awesome. And then looking back now, it's like, oh, I see the little imperfections, but I think it's still cool. Drawing grass and stuff. I think it's pretty skillful for a 14-year-old. And the horse. You can really tell I was really basic with the colouring. I'm looking at it now going, oh, like you can see all the lines, and I just want to like go over it. These days I can't stand seeing like these kind of pencil strokes in my drawings. I prefer to make it smooth with no strokes. Unless it's of course fur, then obviously you want to see the pencil strokes, but with this it's like, oh gosh. I think I saw it as like an imperfection, just something I didn't like in my drawings. I remember being in art class, and I saw someone who painted this picture so smoothly. There was not a brushstroke scene, like it was just so smooth. So, and I love that style so much, so I felt inspired to try that myself and started implementing it, and soon it became my style. So yeah, don't get me wrong, paint strokes in an artwork can be very beautiful, so, but it's not my favourite in mine. Yes, so this is actually a model horse. I'll just get it. So this is actually this. It's my favourite model horse, and I wanted to do I wanted to make it a background to my favourite verse at the time, which was Job 39. So I was really obsessed with this chapter, because it just talked about animals, and at the time I was absolutely obsessed with animals, absolutely love them, as you can tell. So yeah, I just thought it would be really cool to do the horse as a background and then have the verse on top. The only issue is, of course, I had to kind of go over the writing because you couldn't see it very well. But yeah, it's a neat little picture. This one. So Faber Castell used to do these DVDs, and in the show, this funny little artist called, like, I think his name was Einstein, and he did these cool little cartoon drawings, and he'd do like tutorials, and so this is actually one of the tutorials. So you draw like these, I'm pretty sure you drew the birds first, and then the bugs, and the cow, and then the tigers overlapping each other. So I quite like this picture, so I gave it a go myself. I think I tried this picture twice, and for the first time I showed my I just wrote my name down. And yes, I wanted to be a tiger saver when I was 14. It was my dream job was to be like a conservationist, save animals, or to be a zookeeper. So yeah, that'll pop up more than once, so just a heads up. Actually, I was well known amongst teachers at high school because I'd always have my name at the front of like the exercise book, and then I'd have Tiger Saver. So the teachers in college knew me as Grace Fischel Tiger Saver. So that's great. I guess this is my friend gave me a photograph of these two horses, and so I think this was my first time attempting it. Yeah, it's not too bad. Honestly, I prefer to see the horses' faces like in the front, but it's quite a, I guess it was quite an interesting angle to try. But yeah. And here we have my two favorite animals. So obviously I really like horses, but my first love has always been the tiger. So yeah, this was just me wanting to draw my two favorite animals. So yeah, quite a lot of drawings in here. I thought there was less. Yeah, more horses. It's just a neat little picture. It's quite cool. This one. So this is my character Silver Spike from my first novel, The Island Unknown, which I talked about in another video. It's my first published novel as well. So this is my character on the Palomino horse, also known as Armageddon. I said in the previous video talking about my novels that with this book, with it being a fantasy, I came up with all kinds of ridiculous and very hard to pronounce names. So yeah, and that's one of them. But yeah. Again, I remember this picture being so cool when I was younger. I was really happy with it. So yeah. Continuing my character. So yeah. And then so in a fight scene. Yes. So this is actually a female. Yeah. Like I said, I wasn't very good at drawing females, but I did design this character as a female. So yeah. And she's kicking the main villain in my book. So yeah, there's someone standing by. More pictures. So Jaguar Tail is like the main leader of like a small colony of hybrids in the book. So that's them riding horses together. So that's a scene in the novel. I've changed it now. She's not on that horse anymore. She's on a different horse. But yeah, this is her and other hybrids heading off to war. So, and that's the king of the larger colony of hybrids. So yeah, I drew her a lot in my drawing pads. you will see her for many drawing pads to come. So yeah, and then again it's her, another horse. Moving on, just a tiger in the water. I really like the picture. It was like in a book, so I drew it. So it's quite cool. If I drew that now, I would do like a really nice watercolor over it. I think that would have looked really nice if I drew that today. Nearly there. Back to the horses. This was from a book that I had. I just drew the picture because I thought it was cool. Didn't turn out quite how I wanted it, but that's okay. Bird being a Mustang. Back to more horses. Oh yeah, so this was another photograph. So the photograph actually has me on the horse, but I struggled with it so much that I just kind of left myself off and just decided to draw the horse. So yeah. And that was inspired by another book at high school. Gosh, I have so many horses. I forgot how many horses I drew back then. And this is yeah, those are my characters. And like Silver Spike really looks masculine here. And those are her friends in the book, so Spiky and Bullback. So yeah, I'm just gonna skip a few pages and just jump to the last two. So that's Forearms from Pen 10. Used to love that show. They had like a kids magazine, and that was a drawing tutorial in it, and I thought I'd give it a go. So yeah. And the last picture is from Treasure Planet. That is such an underrated Disney film, by the way. But yeah, no, that is my drawings from 2008. Yeah, I know it's been a lot of horses. Yeah, but yeah, thank you for watching this video. If you did like this video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, I'll be back next week showing my next round of drawings, which has less horses, hopefully. All right, catch you later, guys. Peace.